It's been a year since the coronavirus pandemic changed our way of everyday life. 9 on Your Side is devoting a series of stories, videos, and podcasts where we get a perspective on those different parts of life in ENC and how things have changed. This week, digital reporter Victoria Holmes shows us how the Crystal Coast has been a refuge for many.
Many of us rediscovered the outdoors when COVID lockdown started. And while it offered us a place to escape, it also highlighted what could be lost.
This, North Carolina is really the jewel on the East Coast in terms of its coastal environment.
Todd Miller is the director of the North Carolina Coastal Federation.
We've removed about 400 tons of marine debris in the last year. A lot of it was storm related.
The nonprofit has 16,000 supporters and reaches 300,000 people per year, an estimate on the rise since the pandemic.
That's a two-edged sword. You get more people that care about the system, but we all put pressure on the system when we're using it and living here.
Miller says more people went to the coast as an escape from lockdown, but he says that puts pressure on an already strained system. Fishing patterns, rising sea levels, and soil erosion are the end results from that strained system, all caused by global warming.
Some of the predictions, if they come true, are going to be dramatic in terms of land use. If we get a meter rise in sea level in the next, by 2100, it's going to be a whole different system. We want people to take care when they're out and not treat it like a disposable good.
He wants people to know that their actions can have an economic impact as well. Miller says one way you can help out is by ordering shellfish next time you're at a restaurant.
Actually, one of those economic activities that are good for the pocketbook and also good for the environment.
Adult oysters can clean up to 50 gallons a day, and clams can clean about half that amount.
The growth of that industry here on the coast, because we have clean water, has a lot of promise. Actually, the goal is to grow it to about a $100 million industry by 2030 from about $8 million now.
He says people should be careful of items they might have stored at home or in their backyard while in lockdown. Things like antifreeze, oil, and pesticides can hurt our water quality.
A lot of our water quality problems actually come from what we call polluted stormwater runoff.
Overall, Miller sees how the pandemic has made people more appreciative of the area they live in.
Yeah, it's become more special to them, and when things become more special, people take better care of them.
And before we head outdoors this summer, let's remember to take care of what's around us before it's too late. Victoria Holmes, 9 on Your Side.
And don't forget, every one of our specials for the State of series has its own podcast. Our Victoria Holmes explains how she learned and goes in depth of how the environment has been impacted here in Eastern North Carolina. Of course, listen to that episode now at WNCT.com under the Features tab on the WNCT Podcast Network, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.